Welcome back. This is Cody with Wrangler Star. Today I'm going to share with you the 10 essential tools that every homeowner will need to do basic electrical repairs around the house. Alright, the first thing we're going to need is something to carry our tools in. And this right here, what you see is a dedicated leather electrician's pouch. These things used to be really expensive, but you can find them relatively cheap at Home Depot. You don't need to spend money on this. You can go with a regular carpenter's pouch, but I think that one side is enough. You don't need to have two bags. Just one belt, a single belt, and a single pouch seems to be sufficient for most tools. Now let's get into the contents. You're going to need a hammer, and it seems like a small framing hammer seems to be the best. Something with the claws that are straight. It makes it a lot easier for prying electrical boxes and all different types of tasks, and is essential to your kit. Next, you're going to need a screwdriver. You can go with dedicated Phillips regular, but I find it works really good just to have these combination screwdrivers. They're available. They're of decent quality, and you get a large and a small standard, and then if you flip these over, you get a Phillips and a number 2 and a number 1 Phillips, all in one package, so that's nice. Of course, a utility knife with extra blades stored in the handle is essential for stripping wire, cutting off insulation, all different types of things. My favorite tool, the one I'd hate to give up the most, would be a dedicated wire stripping tool. These are made by Klein. Several companies make them. They've got insulated handles that protect you from shock, and they've also they're really good for stripping wire. You simply choose the gauge you want, and also there are cutters in the middle. And the way the nose is oriented, it's really good for twisting wires around to make that fish hook shape that fits on the receptacles and switches. So these are very, very handy and worth the money. Next is a standard set of electrical pliers. You can do a little bit more heavy-duty cutting, pulling nails, and any number of things. Something to mark with. Carpenter's pencil, and I also like to have a Sharpie. I use the carpenter's pencil on places where paint may be applied and I don't want the marks to come through. If that's not an issue, I prefer the Sharpie. A pair of good quality side cutters or dikes for heavier duty cutting and just general use. Of course, a tape measure. You don't really need a 25-footer like this. A smaller 12-footer seem to be fine. And then also an electrical checker. And this is really nice to have in your pocket because you can quickly check and see if the circuit that you're working on has truly been turned off. And last of all, what's nice is a fault indicator. Your building inspector is going to have one of these if he comes to look at your house, and what it does is when you're finished with the work, you can plug this into a receptacle and it'll tell you if you've wired correctly. If not, it gives you a series. These lights will light up in different configurations to tell you what the problem is, and this can really help you save time when you're trying to track down a problem. Welcome back. This is Cody with Wrangler Star. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to read a carpenter's tape measure. You know, don't feel bad or think yourself to be stupid if you can't read a tape measure.